Well, hello. Welcome to this in-person opportunity to have a conversation. Hey, it's Kimberly Borgens here, and I just wanted to jump on today and just kind of talk about, women in history, women in business. And so that's going to be my theme for this month. So I'm so excited for that. And, I really wanted to talk to you today about women in history. It really is Women's History Month. And so with Women's History Month, I wanted to introduce a few females who have helped us, be able to be the powerful businesswomen that we are today. And, I don't think we realize just how far we've come in 150 years or 100 plus years, right? Is, really think about, there was a time when women were not business owners. It was only men. And I know this to be true because today I'm going to talk to you about Anna Sutherland Bissell. Okay. She was the very first known female CEO here in the United States. Now, she was a Canadian American woman who was married to an American man. She was a stay-at-home mom with 5 kids, right? How many of us have been like that? Stay-at-home mom, we have kids, we, work, we take care of the house, we, all the things that we had to do, right? Well, her husband, Melville, he owned a crockery store. Kimberly, what's a crockery store? Really? He sold dishes. It was pottery, right? So plates, cups, whatever pottery was needed for the household. So he had his store. Well, he was having a difficult time keeping the store clean, and he went to his wife, who kept their house clean. And together, they worked to create something called the carpet sweeper. It was a way to keep the carpet clean in their store, in his store. And she, because she just let him do his ventures. He was off, doing business and making money for his family. Again, they had 5 kids to feed, right? So together, Melville and Anna worked together on creating the carpet sweeper. And then they patented it. And they also got the vacuum cleaner. Are you going with me? You know where this is going now, right? What was brilliant about what Melville did is he patented them for him and his wife. So that's a man who supports his wife. She might be a stay-at-home mom, but she's got a brilliant mind. She's helping him solve a problem. He gives her credit for that problem, right? This is important. I think, so often husbands and wives are in conflict about work and business. And here's a circumstance where she's a stay-at-home mom. He's doing his business and running his family. He was ahead of his time because he put his wife in on that patent. Well, then there was a need for it. Other people are like, oh, what are you doing? Oh my goodness, this is a great thing. So what did they do? They decided to start selling them door to door. Okay. So they started selling the carpet sweeper and the vacuum cleaner door to door, thus starting the Bissell Company. We all know what the Bissell Company is. The Bissell Company makes vacuum cleaners. They're known for their pet-friendly vacuum cleaners that cleans up all the hair. They donate a lot of money to animal shelters also. So, they're very, philanthropic as well. Well, there's a reason for that. So let me get back to Anna Sutherland Bissell. So Melville passed away shortly after they were selling door to door. They started the company and he died early age. Anna was the head of the household then. She was taking care of her 5 children. They'd been out on the road selling vacuum cleaners together. They started the Bissell Company together. So she was integrated and integrally involved in the whole process from start to finish of creating this vacuum. So it made her the head of company. I would venture to say that she had some people who said she couldn't do it. I would venture to say there were some men who said, I'm going to take over this company. And she said, whoa, hold up, buddy. Okay, maybe not in those words, but I would venture to say she had to have the gumption to say, no, I have to do this. And so she ended up becoming the first CEO, the first female CEO in a time that it was men only running companies, not just leading them, but running them. I mean, how powerful is that? And it's been about, 147 years since the Bissell Company got started, right? Look, it took a lot of fortitude and a lot of strength for her to do everything that it was that she needed to get done, being now a single mom of 5 children and running a company to make these vacuum cleaners to help other businesses and then homes and move it from there. She was a very active woman. She served on as a church trustee. She stayed involved in her community, and even beyond that, she created something called Bissell House. And Bissell House was a place for recreation and training for immigrant youth and women, a way to get them a good start to help them out and improve their lives. So it wasn't that she just stay-at-home mom, inventor with her husband, become the CEO, involved in her church, but she created a system of learning that really helped women, along the way. So I just really thought that this was a really good person to talk about, to think about in your own business. You might have kids at home. You might not, you might no longer have kids at home, right? But you might. You might be taking care of aging parents, right? There might be obstacles in the way. But how can you stand up like Anna Sutherland Bissell? How can you stand up and, be in a space where, look, there's still a lot of men running businesses. There's still a lot of men in the boardrooms, and there's not enough women still there, right? I think we're up to like, I don't know, 55, less than 60 top women CEOs in top 500 businesses. There's 500 and we only have 60. Okay. Less than 60. We're just barely 1%, right? So think about, for you, how can we get out and be more involved and be heard more and get more involved in our community, because our business will thrive in that. So let's look at a couple things real quick with Anna that, that she had to bring forth. Well, first off, Anna was an intelligent woman, right? She paid attention. She, her husband needed help. She's like, hey, I got this skill. How did she get that skill? Because she was working at home, because she cleaned up after kids, 5 of them, right? So she knew what to do. So she used her intelligence. Look, if you don't think that you're intelligent enough, if you don't think you're smart enough, if you don't think that you've got the skill set, then go learn it. Go get practice in it. Go ask somebody to teach you about it, right? Go get some classes done, take some seminars, do some workshops, do some webinars, whatever it is. Become intelligent in your business, because your intelligence is what's going to help you learn how to move to the next level. Look, when I started in business way back in the, over 30 years ago, I'm 31 years in business now, right? So 30 plus years ago, like, we didn't have internet. We didn't have apps and softwares and running your businesses from your phones. Look, I had green sheets I had to write out all the numbers on, and we had to type things on a typewriter, and, we did a lot of handwriting stuff, right? So, look how much has had to come along that way, how much more intelligent I had to become to even be able to do a live, a YouTube, a Zoom, of, Facebook, Instagram, all of that stuff. How much intelligence did I have to learn? It's intel, right? So what intel do you need to learn in your business, right? How about being logical? She had to be logical. This is what we had to do. This is what needed to get done. This is how it has to be. All of a sudden, I'm a widow and now I have to run a business. She used logic. There's nothing wrong with it. Doesn't mean you have to be overly logical. Okay. Some people just like logic. Heck, I'm just swinging it, right? Look, there's got to be a balance between logic and, what is going on. The other thing she had is she was quite intuitive. She paid attention. She was watching like, oh, well, what is needed? So she would think ahead, and she could feel like, oh, that would be the right choice. Those were some of the things that, when you look up Anna Sutherland Bissell, you'll see that those things are attributed to her, right? Intelligence, logical, intuitive, right? But she was a leader. She stepped up. She did more than just take over the company and run it for her husband. She expanded the company. And, to this day, the Bissell family still runs that company. It's still an American company. It still is going strong. And most of us know what a Bissell is, right? Because one man wanted to keep things cleaner. So he went to his wife and she stepped up. So think about in your business. What's the need? What's something that somebody needs that you could offer? What's something that, that you've thought about, like, oh, if somebody would just invent, like, I'm not saying you have to invent something like a vacuum cleaner, something technical, but think about in your business. What's that thing you want to invent? What's that thing that you want to do that nobody else can do? What is that? Right? Think about going door to door and doing sales. I remember that. People used to come knocking on my door all the time. That's where that don't solicit sign started going up on everybody's doors. It wasn't because, just random. It was because there were a lot of door-to-door salespeople. But you have to think that's how it was way back when. In the 70s, we had encyclopedias, right? The Kirby vacuum. The Kirby wouldn't have done door-to-door sales had it not been for the Bissells, right? So, you have to think about it. She just really was a pioneer who, changed the world for women, right? She created something that was so far reaching that, vacuums are all over the world. Now, I know that that's not likely going to be my path. I'm not going to have something that's, I'm not going to become a business 147 years later that is still a legacy. It's not likely. I own that. I'm okay with that, right? I'm sure she didn't know that when she was doing it, but what could you do for now? The legacy of now. I have my business be a legacy, and really what it is don't wait to leave a legacy, be one now. Be that legacy. Do the things now that it's going to impact somebody in their heart, in their soul. It's going to impact their business. It's going to impact their family. It's going to impact, whatever that is in life that your offer can impact them, right? Whether it's making money for their family to feed the kids, put food on that table, keep a roof over their head, buy their first home, whatever that way. Whatever that is for you, whatever the way it is, for them. But think about it. If you don't understand it for yourself, if you don't know why, if you don't know what it is that you really want to present to the world, it makes it a lot harder to be a legacy today. So just know that women are meant to be CEOs. And thanks to Anna Sutherland Bissell, we can be, because she was the first one who took it on, who stepped up and said, I got this, right? So look in the mirror, say, I got this, and stay focused on what it is you can do in your business. And think about who's a female that you find to be powerful or to be inspirational or to be influential for you. And put it down below. Let me know, because this month I'm going to be talking all about different women who've made an impact for women in business. And I'd love to see who you see as somebody who's influential, someone who's making a difference, someone who's making an impact or has made an impact, a woman who has stood up and said, I got this. And I hope that you can look in the mirror and you can be one of those people too. All right. It was great to be here today. And I hope that you learn a little bit more about Anna Sutherland Bissell, the first woman CEO here in the United States, and just acknowledge it and just go, yeah, you can make a difference. From a stay-at-home mom of 5, helping her husband, to the first CEO woman in the United States. I think that's a great, great way to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye-bye.